Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen, host of Bank the Bet podcast with Winners and Winers, coming to you from the Winners and Winers studio to do the Fab Five for Saturday. Sorry it is so late, everybody. We kind of did a little transition as far as the production of the videos go. The good news is it's going to give me the ability to shoot videos in a lot more closer to real time. Bad news is it kind of took us a little time to figure it out. So today the Fab Five is actually going to be the Fab Four, because the first game I had was going to be the Army game, the Army-Navy game. As I shoot this video, Navy has just failed to convert on a 3rd and long after Army took the ball right down the field. I had this game capped at Army minus 6.5. I liked Army in that situation. When I got up today to make that bet, it had gone to 9, and since I hadn't shot the video yet, I didn't like the 9. I took a pass. So looks like Army's probably going to just go ahead and cover anyway. The 9 wouldn't have been a stumbling block, but I get suckered into that game a lot, taking the favorite. Usually Navy, and they don't cover because this game is almost always close. So we'll see what happens, but so far it looks like that was a good one that I didn't suggest to you. So let's get started with the games that are actually yet to play. I hope you guys have all subscribed. You get the alert when I shoot the videos. That's going to become a lot more important as these videos are going to come a lot closer to game time with a lot more relevant information. So with that being said, here we go. The first game that I've got is Oakland at Northeastern. What I'm looking at there is the total, 145.5 is what I've got that capped at. The Oakland Golden Grizzlies make 10 three-pointers a game, which is good for 26th in the country. Their top 5 scorers shoot the threes. All of them average over 36% from beyond the arc. The Huskies, on the other hand, from Northeastern, they're just a little bit shorter than that. They make 9.3 three-pointers per game, good for 58th in the country, and their top 5 scorers shoot at 34.5% or better. Both of these defenses are not great against the three, allowing in excess of 34% for their shots from downtown. I like the over 145.5 in the Northeastern Oakland game. I think it's bombs away, and defense, maybe kind of an afterthought. All right, moving on. This is Western Kentucky at Arkansas. Arkansas, I've got them at a 9.5 point favorite right now. You know, Coach Mike Anderson of the Arkansas Razorbacks is a devotee of Nolan Richardson, and they still play that 40 minutes of hell down there in Jonesboro. The Razorbacks, they've only loss that's been in this season is their first game of the year. They lost to Texas. They're 7-1 straight up. They are 6-1 against the number, and they're 6-1 and 4-1. They're 4-1 as a favorite. Western Kentucky, on the other hand, not playing well as of late, as they've got into kind of the meat of their schedule. They're 1-3 straight up in their last 4 and 0-4 against the number, including being 0-2 straight up and against the spread on the road. Western Kentucky shoots only 44%, and Arkansas, as is their tradition, plays elite defense, allowing the other teams to shoot at a 36% clip. I like the Razorbacks in this spot at home, laying the 9.5. I think that's an easy double-digit win for Arkansas. All right, next up is my team. I'm wearing the purple today for the K-State Wildcats, heading down to Tulsa to take on the University of Tulsa Golden Hurricanes. You know, both of these teams play tough defense. This is it's kind of a revenge spot for K-State. Tulsa upset K-State last year in this spot. Tulsa just 4-5 against the number this year. But here's the deal. 4 of those 5 losses against the spread came from them not being able to cover huge spreads against the Little Sisters of the Poor, and not by that much. The 4 spreads they didn't cover were by 1, 2, 2, and 4.5 points, and all of them were huge double-digit spreads. So that's really not relevant when it comes to them being an underdog at home here. K-State, as you might remember, was an Elite 8 team from last year. We had a great run as they went to Charlotte and then to Atlanta before ultimately bowing out 1 game short of the Final Four. But this year, even though everyone's back, the Wildcats just quite haven't found their groove yet. They lost last Saturday by 12 to Marquette on the road. K-State again on the road here. I know they're motivated, but I think the hometown crowd for Tulsa puts them over the top and allows them to hang tight. I'm hoping for a Wildcat win, but I think Tulsa keeps it close, and I like the Golden Hurricane there to keep it within 7 points. All right, our last game is a late game. It is a neutral site game as Clemson and Mississippi State clash. When I'm looking at this, I'm looking at an injury situation for Clemson. Their top scorer, Marquise Reed, is out, and that is going to spell bad news for the Tigers. They're going to look to score inside, but that is where Mississippi State excels. They've got two twin towers down there, one cat that's 6'10", the other is 6'11", and they dominate in the paint. I'll be honest, it's hard to see where Clemson scores enough to keep it close right here. The Bulldogs, 58.3% against the number when the spread is 3 or higher in the 3-year career of Coach Ben Howland, and I think that trend continues today. Give me the Mississippi State Bulldogs -5 against Clemson. All right, guys, we're going to have this thrown up here almost immediately. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Give me some comments. Let me know what you're playing. Our Sunday NFL Fab 5 should be up before too long. We've already got that in the can, ready to go. So as always, give me some heads up in the comments. Let me know what you're playing today. A lot of games. So yeah, there you go. Let's get some money down. We got four plays there today. That's enough to get some money down, and then join me as we head back to the window. Take care, everybody.